puts his pants on one leg at a time. Unfortunately, he pulls it over his head. Stan the Man Johnson.
Now, how do we generate that much enthusiasm from a studio audience? Well, it's easy. You say, hey, T-shirt for the best applause. I can't decide who did it, so I'm just going to have to pick. I'm just going to have to pick a person. Right, you. There, all right, all right. Now, on this show today, by the way, my name is Stan, and let me introduce Edward Thackeray III, my personal valet and announcer. Could you get me another T-shirt?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, thank you. And also Al, who's here from the station. Al actually has been sent by... Not too much for Al, okay? He's trying to get his own show. Al has been sent by station management to make sure that we don't do anything that's not nice on television, anything not allowed on television. Al has a rule book, and he checks the rules to make sure that everything's in order. Also, it's his book of Freticate.
Which is also the rules.
It's also the rules, and Al is scouring the world looking for his...
All over.
The show's all over?
No,
No, you're scouring all over.
Including Funtown.
Looking
Big
for...
town, eh?
Funtown's big town, yes. He's
Well.
looking for his lost brother, Fred, and he's collecting the names of everyone in the world named Fred, hoping that he will find his lost brother.
I'm working.
Please also welcome the Gorilla Cam. And of course we have the Something Else Orchestra, Larry Walker. And Mike Dimitri. The reason for that song is, you guys are into Freds today, are you? On the show today, we have Fred Little, who's an impressionist. Fred Little is here, and he's going to be out in just a moment. Oh, no! We got it out for Fred. It's not the Fred you're looking for.
Where is he?
It's not the Fred you're looking for.
Rufus, where is he?
Al,
What?
Al, take your seat.
Oh,
Take your seat.
jeez,
It's not that Fred.
What?
Whenever he hears the name Fred, he goes a little crazy. Have a seat.
Look, if you had a brother as nice as my buddy Fred, you'd like to go crazy,
A
too.
brother? A brother as nice as your brother, Fred?
That's right. Go to the desk!
Go to the desk. I'm gone now.
Don't
There's one other
disappoint
thing. Well, it's not really important.
Stones meet the Flintstones, they're the modern Stone Age family. From the town of Bedrock, they're a page right out of history.
Well, moving right along. Al, did you notice I'm wearing the tie today?
I don't believe it.
I know, I'm just trying to be very formal. Would you please
I didn't know your mother
welcome...
could tie a tie.
Oh, no, it's a clip-on.
Oh.
Would you please welcome impressionist Fred Little? Here he is.
Oh my gosh, I must be in the wrong place. This is something else.
Fred,
Oh,
have a
gosh.
seat. Have a seat. It's hi, Papa. Hi, Fred. Whoever you are.
Fred, can I get you to sign my book?
How do you do, Fred? Nice to see you, Fred.
How you do there?
Did you have a nice trip?
Pretty good. The weather was, yeah.
It was. This
Put
is
your Fred Hancock there, will you?
Fred.
this is not your missing Fred.
No, but I'm just adding to the collection, you know.
Okay.
yes,
Let's
Fred,
do it quickly.
Okay.
Fred,
That's beautiful.
I have a question. Well, that's why I'm here, I guess. If you two are finished. Are you finished, Al?
Done. You take it away, Stan.
Okay,
It's your
great
show.
socks, Al. Great socks, by the way.
My favorite team.
Your favorite team? Red Sox?
Yeah.
They're lovely. Do they come in a longer size, or is that it?
No, this is the short version.
Okay.
This is the mignonette.
All right. Can I get on with it with Fred now?
Go ahead.
Fred? Hi.
Hi.
What's in the bag, Fred?
About 250 people.
Get out of
No,
here.
no, I'm just
Get
kidding.
out. 200.
There might be a couple hundred voices.
Different-
Different voices.
Whoa.
all kinds of props, hats, stuff that I use sometimes in my act.
Okay, what's in there? Show me something.
There's a lot
Show
of
me
stuff
a
for
person.
kids. A lot of stuff for kids.
Okay, show me somebody. We already met Popeye. Did
Of
he
course.
used to be in there? Who else is in there?
Who else is in there? Well, I was at...
It's,
I did the Children's Miracle Network telethon from Disneyland.
Uh-huh. I heard about that.
Yeah.
We have a...
Hi there. That was months ago, Stan.
That sounds just like him. Okay, who else is in there?
Hi, Goofy. Hi there, Mickey.
He's talking to you, Al.
Gosh,
What do you mean by that?
Well, he said, never mind. What else? Who else
of course,
is in there?
Donald.
Oh, my God. I'm not cleaning that up.
Thanks a lot, Fred. I should have worn glasses.
Sorry.
Who's here?
Hey,
that
Indiana
somebody's-
Jones is here.
Oh, Indiana Jones is here.
He lost his hat.
He did. And you have it?
What do you got there, son?
Here's a hat.
Snakes. I hate snakes. Snakes. That's it for India I'm working on.
You're working on Indiana?
Yeah.
Well, you work
Got
on
lots
it,
of
man.
stuff.
We have some more Fred Little characters for when we return right after these massages.
Say how do you? Tell the joker. There's too much confusion. I can't get no relief. The brothers bear me, drink my wine. Come in, dig my...
And here we are with Fred Little, and we're going to go right to our studio audience and put Fred to the test. Are you ready, Thackeray?
A veritable multitude, sir.
Whatever that
Flintstone.
means. Pardon?
Fred Flintstone.
Fred Flintstone.
Fred Flintstone. Yeah, I always do Barney first.
Hi there, Fred. How's it going, Fred?
Not bad, Barney. When do you say we go bowling?
Okay, Fred. Let's go bowling.
Yeah, but Juicy.
And
Can you do Garfield?
Garfield.
I can sort of do Garfield. He's sort of a very quiet, low-key type of character, and he's very afraid of probably dogs.
Like Rufus. Yeah. He would hide from my ever-alert Rufus. Yes.
Dennis the Menace.
Dennis the Menace. There's the Dennis the Menace boy. Oh, yes.
Can you do Dennis?
I met the man that does Dennis, but no, I'm afraid that's beyond my time.
It's not an unusual voice, I guess, is it? I mean, you're looking for strange and unusual voices
I
when you
didn't
do
know
voices?
Dennis was back on TV. Actually, everything's back on TV.
Everything has
Everything has come back.
come around and gone around, as they say.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, next.
Sylvester the Cat.
Fluffer and fuckatash. I look like I'll have to have some fucking beef.
Next.
Big Bird.
Big Bird.
Oh, Big Bird, yeah. Do you watch Sesame Street? I think everybody does. You want to see my friend Snuffy? Okay. Here
Snuffleupagus?
comes Snuffy. I'm
he
going to
here?
stand up, okay?
He's
here
here?
comes Snuffy. He's here. Here he comes. I hope you can see him. Sometimes he's invisible. Kids say he's invisible.
Oh, hello there, Bird. Well, it's very nice to be here. This is something else. Thank you very much.
And next.
Elf.
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 That's
Hey,
Elf.
Willie! Willie, afraid of cats. Hey, I like this place. I can hide in the basement.
Yes.
Can you do Tweety?
Tweety.
Oh, Tweety, yes.
Oh,
Tweety.
we have a prop for this one, do we?
Oh, yes.
Okay, here is Tweety.
Ooh, I thought I saw a putty tat. Oh, I did see the putty tat. Oh, Granny, here comes that naughty putty tat again.
All right, you mister. Sylvester, you leave that birdie alone. If you touch one little hair on that birdie's head, out you go. That's your last warning, Sylvester.
And next.
Bugs Bunny.
Gosh, Bugs Bunny.
Oh, another prop, another one of the 200 people from the case.
What's up, Doc?
Gosh, look at those kids up here.
I thought I had a carrot. I could loan you a carrot as a prop,
I'm
but I
getting
can't
hungry.
find it. Sylvester Stallone, do you do him?
Sylvester.
Well, you did Sylvester the cat. I just wonder if you could do Sylvester Stallone.
Hey, do it.
Better leave the gun in the case.
You do.
I can't do
No, we didn't ask you to do an imitation, Al. So do you do mostly cartoon characters, or do you do regular people?
Oh, I do regular people, yes. Let's see. The most famous, of course, everybody does is supposed John Wayne and
John Wayne,
Jimmy Stewart.
famous cowboy star.
All right. Well, listen and listen tight. I just got one thing to say, Stan. You got a hanky? Yo-ho, or is that ho-yo? I'll be seeing you.
Do you and Rich do voices with each other when you get together?
We did when we were kids. We tried out all kinds of voices on each other, yeah. And, hey, you know, we were listening to each other and how we did them. And then we went our separate ways. And I do a lot of cartoon characters, of course, you can tell.
When we return, we'll have more with Fred Little and also an interview with Arvid the Nerd from Head of the Class. Dan Frischman does an impression of one of the greatest nerds in America. He plays Arvid on Head of the Class. Here is Dan Frischman interviewed by the chief of our LA bureau. What kind of a name is Arvid? Did they not spell David or what?
Well, Arvid is a Swedish name, actually. Arvid Engen is his name. I'd never heard the name before myself, but apparently it's based on a real person who the producer knew in high school, who was a nerdish fellow. And in fact, since then, they tried to get in touch with him, but he wanted no part of it, apparently. and I've also gotten fan letters from people whose names are Arvid, and they ask me where their names came from, and of course how they can get rid of them.
Are they a little concerned that Arvid has become a nerd, and I mean they want to change their names, I guess?
Well, I think they all would want to. Any person with any right mind, I think, would want to change the name from Arvid to even, you know, Seymour or Klebny would be a better name.
How old were you when you decided that show business would be your life?
5. Well, actually, I think my first job was in the kindergarten. My first acting part was in the kindergarten circus. I was the lion tamer, and I had to replace someone at the last minute. And they gave me his outfit, which was too big for me. So like the sleeves were like on the floor, and I walked out. The first thing I did, I said, "I am." Then I tripped over my sleeve, and of course the crowd went wild. They loved it, and to tell you the truth, I wanted to do it again. I enjoyed getting that laugh so much that it felt like I had done something special.
So how tough was it to show up in Hollywood and try to take the town by storm?
It was tough starting out in Hollywood. I actually did think I would come here and like, here I am, I want to be a star, you know, come get me. It doesn't work that way, really. It's a long haul, a long process, and there's a lot of letdowns, and every so often there'll be a little bit of hope, a little glimmer of hope. I started out I took acting lessons for a few years before I had any calls. I mean, you really have to know your craft. I had to make my connections and learn how to deal with people in show business and learn what show business was all about, which basically is people, I think, and not only who you know. They say, oh, it's all who you know. It's who you're friendly with. And so you can call up and say, boy, I'd like to get a reading for this part.
So do you see it as uphill from here, or can you still slide backwards?
Oh, it's easy to slide backwards. As a matter of fact, I think it's a rare exception to have a sitcom star finish their sitcom run and then go on further. I mean, I think if you took the number of people who went on further, you can count on your hand. You know, say a Robin Williams.
Well, that
Robin
fits
Williams,
on a hand, sure.
yeah, he fits right on that pinky right there.
You can count it on a finger.
But like Danny DeVito, a couple of people. I mean, there are certainly people who went from sitcom, but it's hard. You know, it's a tough process.
Was it hard to be a nerd?
Oh,
because
no,
you're not a nerd. I mean, you're just an ordinary guy, right? But you're a nerd on the show.
It's I have a lot of fun playing a nerd. I really do, because I think everybody has a little bit of nerd in them, which is why they can connect. It's why they can sympathize with the with the nerdy guy. Everyone likes to see to watch someone on television who has maybe has a tougher time than they do at any given thing. So I think people like the nerd. Oh, plus, there's further I can take a character like a nerd. For instance, Kirk Cameron can't go get his head stuck in a locker. You know, Arvid can get his head stuck in a locker. That to me is the fun stuff. I've got a little bit of the vaudeville shtick in me, I think, and I love doing that type of thing. Plus, on Head of the Class, I've had the opportunity to play a lot of different parts just within Head of the Class. Arvid fantasizes that he's Gary Cooper in High Noon. So I had on the whole garb, and we shot it in black and white on outdoors on a studio backlot. It was just very exciting. I had an opportunity to sing and dance when we put on Little Shop of Horrors, and I played Seymour. I had an opportunity to play Art Carney.
Does Arvid get love letters?
Let's see. It's funny, I got one piece of fan mail last week, and it just started out saying, Arvid, as it first started, I said, Dear Dan, I love your character, but beyond that, I really love you. He just started going on about how much he really feels that we should be together, and just gushing, and it said, you know, yours truly, Carolyn, P.S., I'm 12 years old. I thought, well, this is great.
Do people recognize you on the street without your little plastic pocket liner?
You know, most people would stare at me and go, you know, I know you from someplace, because I don't wear my glasses. And when they do my hair, they put a part in it and mat it down, and then, you know, wear a lot of polyester. But lately, I don't know if this is good or bad, people are starting to go, hey, Arvid, how's it going? You know, which I do enjoy it. I have a fun time, you know. It's not as if I'm going to get mobbed or anything. I know I'm not David Cassidy here.
Does your mom think you should be a leading man at some point?
I think, does my mom? I could see myself playing an offbeat type of leading man. I think my mother certainly sees me. I think my mother thinks I'm Robert Redford.
Moms are like that, though.
Sure.
So what do you see in the future, then, for Dan? Not for Arvid, for Dan.
Yeah. I would like to be in a position to, that for instance, like a Woody Allen is in, to write movies and direct and star. I have, for instance, a project at ABC now that they're considering an after-school special, which is an hour drama that I co-wrote with my friend Steve Montgomery, where I would play a retarded teenager, and it's a very warm story with his sister and his mother, that to me would be the type of thing where people would go, wait a minute, hey, this guy's not just Arvid.
Well, Dan, thank you, and good luck to both you and Arvid.
Thank you, Stan. Appreciate it.
Oh, thanks. You're not like Mr. Belvedere. He just treats me like a kid. You're something else. Just like the show with Stan the Man and Rufus.
What is it we're going to do? This is the Queen of England.
Well, a lot of people have answering services.
Al, later.
And
Their troubles I've seen.
Al, we're here with a guest. Okay, you just carry on anyway, Fred. We'll pretend he's not here.
Freddie boy?
Forget where I was.
Okay, the Queen
Oh,
of
yes,
England.
the Queen has an answering service. The Queen of
Yes.
England. It goes something like this.
Okay, this is the Queen of England's answering service.
Hello. I'm sorry I'm not in the palace at the moment. I'm out changing the guard. I do wish that they'd grow up and change themselves. Please leave your name and number and your title when you call, and I shall try to get back to you as soon as I get out of these stinky clothes. Cheerio, and God save me. Thank you.
Now, what would you think if Clint Eastwood had a machine, and he may?
Funny
what
you
would
should
it,
ask.
What would it sound like?
Stan?
Clint Eastwood's answering machine.
Answering service, yeah. Well, he used to be a mayor.
Hello? Who is this? Look, I can't come to the phone right now. I'm down at City Hall, hanging a friend. What he was doing was, he was eating ice cream on the beach. You can't do that in my town. What made it real bad was, it was caramel ice cream. Leave your name and number after you hear the music. Go ahead, make my day. Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know where the time went, but it did.
It did.
And we're running out of it rapidly. Do you have an answering machine at your house?
I do. Yes.
And is it?
I used to have
who's
lots
on
of
it?
things on it, but people used to phone me up in the middle of the night listening to the answering service impression. So I had to stop it.
So now you just have a regular answering machine.
With my own voice.
Thank you, Fred.
Great
for
fun
coming
being
in.
here, Stan.
Thank you to the studio audience, and thank
Bye,
you for
everybody.
watching home. And we'll see you next time on something else.
This is the voice of Stan the Man. Join us tomorrow morning for another wacky episode of Something Else. Thackeray's in for some butlering tips from Wesley, my wisecracking pal from Mr. Belvedere. And I'm going to try my hand at making a cartoon. See you then, 9:30 tomorrow morning for Something Else on MITV.